Hey, what's up guys? Another Summoner's War video. So for this video I kinda wanna go over a little bit of the Rift dungeons. I was gonna run mine on here, my teams, but I noticed a lot of inconsistent runs for here, let me go to it. So for this one, for example, fire, I've gotten that in A+, but a lot of the time it won't hit A+, it'll go all the way down to B. Really inconsistent. For water, I don't think I've ever gotten above A-. Wind, I've gotten an A+, not on this device though, so it's not gonna show on this one, but it should, I would think. Maybe I'll screenshot it, or post a screenshot with it. And then the rest A-. I need to work on the teams a little bit more. Really inconsistent, a lot of RNG, but I can go through my teams, what I use, and kind of an idea, I guess, the type of ones and you know what you kind of want to bring to each run. So for the fire boss, whatever, a lot of AoE is good because of those stupid minion things. If one or two of those hit you, it's not too bad, but when a bunch of them, one after the other, it really piles damage. It seems like it multiplies it quite a bit. Yeah, so for this I use Verad and Bella for the front, take more of the damage, of course, and then Sig, Julie, Perna, Verd. 3 of these have AoEs, Verd has 2. The only problem is they like to use their AoEs as soon as it's available, so a lot of the time they'll die from the minions. That's kind of one of the reasons for the inconsistencies. My Sig and Julie, Sig isn't skilled up at all. Julie, I think a couple skill ups, so it takes quite a while for them to rebuild their AoEs, and my Sig is super slow, so he doesn't get much turns. That's a big problem. If you have, let's say, an AoE healer, that would be even better because you get the healer and the AoE moves in one monster, so you don't have to have a separate healer. But having a defense break is really good for when the boss is in groggy state. Helps you do a lot more damage. I like to use Verd. A big reason for that is a lack of another AoE nuker. I actually don't really have any other one. And because pretty much all of the monsters on this team are pretty slow besides Bella and Verad, so I need Verd to kind of get more turns, better chance of scoring decent. For water, I don't know if this is a team I actually use. I haven't done much water because I don't need it really. So I've been messing around with teams. I don't know if this is the team I actually use. It's been good enough for an A- if this is the team. But most of the time it'll finish B+, maybe even B only. So this boss has that freeze effect where it drops your max HP. It drops your max HP and it rebuilds as your attack bar builds back up. So what you're gonna want, or what's really helpful, is having a lot of speed, of course, and having attack bar boosters. So Bernard, the only other one I have besides that, well, Bird of course, but he's most likely gonna miss a lot, not gonna crit a lot, so it's kind of gonna be a waste. I have Tiana, but it's one time she does it and then it takes a while for it to rebuild. Oh, Megan could be good for this. I didn't actually think about that, but mine is only 5-star. Yeah, so attack bar boosters, pretty much that's really the most important thing about it. Of course, healers, if you have resistance, is good too, because you can't resist that HP bar thing, but this boss can also freeze you, which can be resisted. So either immunity or high resistance, or decent resistance at least. Besides that, course a defense breaker, and just good damage. So come on, for win. So like I said, for this one I have gotten A+, and it usually will finish at least A-. My team for this, I'm pretty sure this is the actual team I use all the time. Like I said, it was on a different device. It was on my phone. I scored that 2 point whatever million. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the team that I actually use. I had Hoa in the Homunculus place before, so for this one it does that. Well, it kind of does the same thing as the ice one, but it has that shock, electric shock or whatever. The difference with this one and the ice one is this one, the only way you'll get rid of that is same with the ice. Of course, if the boss goes into groggy state or your HP hits max. So the only way to get rid of it is not just healing, but you have to max out your HP. So that's why I like to bring, again, Bird, give me more turns, a lot of turns. What's her name? Colleen Bella for their heals. Colleen's cooldown is really quick, and on Violent Revenge on Violent, she procs a decent amount, so she gets her heal back pretty often, so does Bella. And then I like Perna as well. His heal's not much, but I mean it helps to have more. If you have what, Shisun could be good for this, I believe. I don't have really an AoE healer is what you're gonna want, pretty much with every stage anyway. But what's another amazing healer? Yeah, just try to bring your best healers really. And then whatever nukers you have, a defense breaker. Yeah, it's pretty much each boss's strength is what you have to build around, and then besides that you just want to bring things that can do a lot of damage. And of course speed for any boss, whatever dungeon, is really good to have. So for light, oh shit, I haven't done it on this device. My team for this was, or is, not too sure, but for this boss it's kind of the same. Well, this is the boss that puts up that stupid shield. With the shield, I mean, of course you want to get it down as soon as possible, but you want to do it in the least amount of hits, because the longer that shield stays up, or the more hits it takes before you take it down, it'll kind of actually strengthen up with each hit in a way. So if you can get rid of it in the least amount of hits possible is best. Bring a lot of big single target damage monsters. I don't think I bring Verd for this one because of the fact that, you know, the shield does start to strengthen up over time as it takes more hits. So for this one you just want monsters that are going to do big damage on single hits. I mean, Lucian could be good too, even though it's an AoE, because each card, you know, has the potential to do a lot of damage. But that's with pretty good runes is when he's actually going to do that huge damage. I don't know who I ran for this. Her maybe, I think. And then you just go. I like to run Perna, do a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, now I was thinking of something else. But the damage helps. If your mons have fairly low HP and they die pretty quick, maybe an HP leader will be better for you. Yeah, I think this was my team. I'm still not 100% sure, but I believe so. Maybe something like this anyway. And then Necro, or Necro Dark boss is kind of like Necro, and I don't have the damn team up for this one. This one I've haven't done much. Oh, I've done a decent amount, enough to I've powered up the first skill on the Homunculus, but I never really got around to finding a good team. I get kind of annoyed trying to find a good team, so I'll let something run for a while. Another thing is, each team, whatever team you pick, let it go for a few runs, because sometimes RNG will screw you over, so one run isn't really enough to determine how that team is going to do. It might do a B, and then the next run it might do a A minus or something, so it's hard to say off one run. Let it do a few runs at least to see kind of an average of what it'll perform. Shit, I don't remember what I used to bring for this. So a lot of multi hits are good for this boss. I don't know what I used to bring. Yeah, I really can't remember. I'll bring Colleen. So pretty much kind of what you would bring for Necro. I found the exact team that I use for Necro doesn't work as well, because it doesn't do so much damage. But I fucking can't remember what I used to bring. Shit. Yeah, but pretty much that's a basic idea. What you do want to bring. I don't think it was her. And then I guess I don't think it was this. Yeah, I really can't remember what I used to bring, but kind of an idea. I'm pretty sure it was something like this. And another thing to remember is the frontline monsters are going to take most of the damage, if not all, on certain attacks. With this, it'll aim for it to take your frontline one of your frontline monsters, and if it does, if you only have one monster on the frontline and it takes it, whenever it attacks, all the damage is going to go straight to the back line. So this is the only one I actually like to run 3 monsters on the front in case one gets taken and then one dies. I have one on the front line to take the damage instead of my weaker HP monsters just getting screwed up. So yeah, that's kind of a basic idea of how to do it. It takes a lot of testing, and you know, it's pretty annoying, but so is most of this game really. And then, so yeah, I powered up the Homunculus. Where is it? First skill. This one. It's the only one I've been able to do so far. I don't care for farming it much, but now with the new event, you get points for farming it, so I guess I'll farm it a decent amount, and hopefully I can get find the better teams and get enough to skill up. I wanted to go with the speed scaling. Oh, that's not it. This upper one has all the speed scaling, but as of right now, mine doesn't have much speed. Yeah, I gave him a bunch of leftover runes, so he's okay. He's not, definitely not what I want. I could take runes off someone else, but I mean, the runes that I would be taking from someone either don't have much speed, but would do huge damage, and also, you know, those are monsters I use on a pretty regular basis, so doing that would kind of mess up my teams. But this is 2000 attack, you know, decent crit damage, good crit rate, kind of slow, or pretty slow. I just gave him Rage Destroy because it's what I had laying around at work. Yeah, so he has okay runes. I mean, it's nothing special, it's nothing great. I definitely would like to get, like, this one's not even maxed and it's only a 5-star. But I don't want to steal runes off anybody. The team works, the monsters that I have runes up and everything work well for me, and I don't want to, I mean, I might borrow runes just to see what kind of damage they do, but it's not going to be a permanent thing if I do take runes off someone else to give him. So yeah. And then summons, I won't be doing any for a couple weeks because in about 2 weeks it's gonna be my birthday, so I'm gonna try a birthday summon. I wasn't really playing much last year around this time, so I was barely playing, so I never got to try a birthday summon. Hopefully Come To Us is at least nice one day out of the year. Okay, yeah, so let's try out the Homunculus on a stage. I guess let's try this since it's a pretty popular stage to do for farming, right? I wanna bring Galleon. Okay, let's bring him. Should I? No, that's good enough. And then the rest of the team really doesn't matter. But oh yeah, it's not a dungeon. Shit. I don't think I have. Oh no, that's cheating. Let's just bring whatever and see what he does on his own. Yeah, that's really the only things I need, right? So I realized my mistake. What I was supposed to do was bring a crit rate leader, but hopefully it works out. Let's break him. Come on, Bella. I don't need you to proc now. Okay, so let's come on. See what this first skill does. Then move me over here. The flame ray attacks any target. This is the first skill up that you can do. So 23,000. I mean, it's not bad. It's not that great. Considering it's with defense break and attack fucking buff. Now let's see what this one does. His second skill. 34,000. It's better. And then I want to try the last skill. Maybe I should have brought something else. Oh shit. Kinda to get more debuffs since it does more damage according to. She misses the glance. Again, she misses it. Each debuff helps amplify the damage. I don't know how much each effect adds to the attack power. So we'll kind of get a basic idea. Hopefully she lands this. What the fuck? She killed it. Okay, that was a fail. No debuff, nothing. 26. It's alright. Okay, I'm not gonna get the skill back in time, so let's try this one. Or let's try the boss one. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, shit. I was a little late to get it off auto. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Shit. Okay. Defense break. Okay, let's see what Theo does. I thought my Theo did more damage. Oh well. Okay. Oh my god, come on Theo, not now. Hopefully I can land a stun on this as well. It'll be one more effect. No, okay. So with defense break and 2 dots, let's see what this skill does. Pretty good. I mean, if it does that against pretty much anything, I don't see anything surviving. 50,000 is already pretty damn hard to achieve. You're not gonna see that in. I doubt you'd really see that in any Conqueror matches. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But so let's say he had a lot better runes, kind of like what you'd build Lucian or Sig, or let's say he had my Sig's runes. So 2500 attack, which would be 500 more than he has now, and then 199 crit damage, so an extra, forget what crit damage he does have, so an extra 500 attack, extra 30 something crit damage, with those same debuffs and whatever attack buff. Would do, I think, around 70, maybe 80,000. I may be pushing it, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, the thing is, you need to actually land the debuffs. So something maybe like the Fire Desert Queen, I believe. Anything that Orion, even anything that puts a bunch of debuffs on, and then, you know, still that's with attack buff and defense break. So, but without those two, you can still do a good amount of damage. Because, like I said, mine doesn't have that great of runes, so a lot of potential for him. And on top of that, another thing is I haven't given him any devil mons yet, so that's another plus for him. But yeah, so I kind of just wanted to go through that. Hopefully it's helpful for anyone. Yeah, don't forget to enter for that contest. I decided to let it run another week because there was only a couple comments and, you know, a decent amount of views, but no one's really commenting. I mean, if you guys don't wanna enter for it, that's fine too. But yeah, just comment in any video, it doesn't matter. I'll have to do it manually that way though, if it's not, all the comments aren't in one video. But yeah, comment also, or just comment what you want to see. Sorry, kinda tired, so mumbling. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. The next one, I guess if someone leaves a recommendation or whatever, I'll do that. And for this one, yeah, that'll be it. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.